Truckers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
There seems to be a disconnect as far as the perception on how difficult or not difficult it is to get an ID in this country, specifically as it pertains to voting when you need a voter ID to vote in this country. I've shared these stats with you before. Fox News poll just out this week, 84% of Americans believe that you should have an ID on you, a voter ID, in order to vote. 84%. You can't get 84% of people in this country to agree on what time it is, let alone agree on any issue. That this one apparently is supposedly controversial. Well, we found a great clip of a man on the street interview as far as a guy asking white people about why it's so difficult for black people to obtain an ID to vote. And then black people talking about how difficult they believe, or not so difficult, it is for them to actually get an ID. And this is as striking and as perfect in terms of a disconnect on one issue as you will ever see. And the best part about it is that the people that apparently are being impacted the most say that the problem ain't a problem. This is cut number one. Go.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, an ID.
Oh, that is so perfect. That is everything. I mean, yeah, it's not hard. It really isn't. And we heard Kamala Harris just a couple of years ago talking about how it's so hard for black people to get IDs because they live in rural areas where there may not be like a FedEx Kinko's around, as if that's needed in order to get the proper tools, I guess, to create an ID. I can't even get my head around exactly what the argument was. Then again, it is Kamala Harris, the human Chernobyl.